Yeah, yeah. Even like at the home, at my house, they hardly ever talked about religion. So, and like, this is when I made a comment in my article, I guess, that Muslim parents should talk to their kids about religion. So many times these kids, they grow up, especially the ones today, may Allah guide them, and they have no clue about religion. Either, well, it's, what are the parents doing? It's their responsibility to teach the kids. So you got to get them while they're young. Even if you don't, you miss the chance while they're young. You have to try. You can't just leave them. Yeah, I mean, like I had questions about everything, like universal life and what do you call it? I mean, sometimes I might ask my parents, they wouldn't give me any answers, and I made another comment here that again with the answers, Muslims out there, especially those born into Muslim families, you guys are so lucky. You guys, you don't even know what you have, man. You don't even know what you have. You got the only religion with all the answers. Do you understand? You understand? Like all the answers. Like, man, you don't know how. Oh man, it's like torture to be in a place without answers. Of course, like the really important stuff, like the meaning of life and stuff. Actually, I didn't mention it there, but one time I asked my dad, I think, what's the meaning of life? You know what he said? He said 42. I'm thinking, what's that? Like 42 years? Wow, what's 42? And it turns out that it's from some movie. What's that movie? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's it. 42. Apparently the story goes that these guys, they built this supercomputer and they wanted to find out the meaning of life, and this computer could do any equation or whatever, and they put it in the computer, like what's the meaning of life. It took like 1 billion years or whatever, and it came out with the number 42, and they're like, well, what's that? And so they put it in the question, what does 42 mean? And then it goes for another 1 billion years, and just before it's finished or something, the universe explodes or something. I don't know. Ridiculous story. But that's the ridiculous answer I got. 42. 42. 42. What 42, What's 42 gonna do? Not do anything with 42. By the way, I think it's important to point out that I used to ponder a lot about everything. You see that? 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 You see those eyes, man? These panda eyes, you might call them, or like as I got tormented in high school for being stoned because of these eyes, man. It's because I spent a lot of time at night just sitting there thinking about stuff, man. Like, what's this all about? You know how many times I've thought about what happens after you die? So many times. I had no idea. Like, what happens after you die? I just sit there and think, and I'd be like, ooh, what is it? Oh, what is it? Man, it's enough to keep you awake at night. That's basically it. So then I move on to high school. I guess that's my first contact with Islam, really. I mean, I might have seen Arabs on the street or something and heard them speaking Arabic, and to be honest, I got a little scared, because of that ayn, the ayn, it's very harsh. for a non-Arab, you know. It's like people, and also the way they talk, you know. It's like they want to kill each other, but they're just having a conversation, you know. Arabs, I mean, funny man. I love Arabs, you know. They're really good. Alhamdulillah. Thank God for Arabs, huh? But we're all equal, you know. Just so you know, and the only difference between us is taqwa, consciousness or fear of Allah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In year 7, you know what I thought the point of life was? I thought it was to be cool. That was my meaning of life at that time, to be cool. Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah, I failed at that, man. I failed. You know, like, I didn't break into the popular kids, and to be honest, I wasn't even trying. But still, I wanted to be cool. And, you know, like, what you think the meaning of life is, it's going to affect how you feel, you know? And, you know, how you act as well. And so, what happened is, in year 7, I didn't know much, but there's this Indonesian guy, man. May Allah reward him, because I owe practically everything to him, you know. And you know, he's Muslim. I didn't know it. And there's this other Aussie guy. May Allah reward him as well, because you know, both the efforts they did a lot, mashallah. And this Aussie guy, he accepted Islam in year 7. Year 7, you know. Make dua for this brother, because he is so, you know, year 7, man. Year 7. Allahu Akbar. Like, that's the time when you're thinking about, you know, PlayStations and bicycles and, I don't know, skateboards and something like this. Not thinking about God and whatever. So, you know, he kicks our ass. Sorry, I shouldn't say ass. I should censor that. Yeah. Actually, man, I've got to go now. You know, I'll finish this later, inshallah. And because I gotta make iftar at the Kimber. Okay, so inshallah, finish this and yeah, I'll finish it then. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.